What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. We are getting pretty close to our 30-day challenge deadline. We made the mistake of buying wheels so close to the end of the deadline because the tires might literally not get here until the 30th. Regardless, we are still making progress. A couple things have happened since our last video. This fancy wheel from Taiwan is in and it's on the car. As you can see, as it spins around, this sensor from a Ford Focus picks up the signal, and obviously it'll be bolted down and not just flopping around all limp like that. And we got this plug for where the distributor used to go. So this side of the things are coming together. If you'll notice in here too, there's no way in hell you guys are gonna be able to see that, but there's spark plugs in there. And then there's spark plugs on our EDIS coil. And these yeah, that's what I meant. And these wires have the long these long danglies here. So I can't think because so stressed out about this build, Devin. And pew pew. Yeah, so these are from a Crown Vic, and this is from a Mustang, and this is from a Ford Focus. It's all Ford stuff. So in addition to those things, we got a series of 1 billion adapters to get this downpipe on here, because the HX35 Turbo has a 2.5-inch V-band, which is interesting, and this is a 3.5-inch V-band, which is also interesting. So we need to go from 2.5 to 3.5.
And we got an adapter coming that'll do that. The adapter is a good thing too, because this goes straight down and that would hit this little catch can over here. So the adapter is going to bring it out the few inches that it needs to avoid all of this stuff.
And of course this has an O2 bung on it, so we could put our wideband right there, and it is post-turbo and not going to be thrown off by the pressure, the back pressure of the turbo and the headers. So all good stuff. It's going to do what we can today, and that's a little bit of wiring, maybe do some gauges, put the rest of the spark plugs in, and yeah, I don't know, stuff. Put the engine tin on. We got beer now.
That was first priority.
Yeah, we took care of that yesterday before doing anything with the build, because it takes top priority. And we even got some never mind about the Datsun. We'll talk about that later. Let's get this car running first.
So we've got this little tool here that just connects the flywheel to the case itself. It's just a piece of scrap metal with some bolts in it, and that should hold it in place, and we can torque down this cool new pulley.
What's interesting about this is that it was an AC pulley and now it's not. I'm assuming the bolt length and everything doesn't change, so we're gonna go with the higher torque spec number. It's either 60 or 120.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go with 100. See how that feels.
Well, we have the pulley with the longer bolt and no lock washer on there.
See, that wasn't that bad, so I'm gonna go up. Go up to 120. Putting into big guy numbers now, Bill.
Yeah, this will be fun to watch.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't shit himself.
I almost did. How do you know I didn't shit myself?
Maybe he shit himself.
Okay, so this is what actually gets the engine position signal. This is just a regular crank position sensor from a regular car, and this is the bracket that holds it into the position that it needs to be. So you got your tooth wheel right here, and as it's spinning, this thing's counting the teeth, and then when that missing one goes by, you know, it's using all that information, sending it to the Mega Squirt and all that stuff in EDIS, and this is basically our new distributor. Looks just like that when it's done. I think Devin's drilling a hole in this thing now. This is where the crank pulley would be, and if we ever want to get it off while the engine's in the car, we can't unless we drill this hole. So
yeah, and making adjustments or anything like that to the position is going to be extremely, well, impossible without taking all this crap off. So put a hole in there so we can just slip the socket through.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Look at that. I didn't even hurt myself. A lot.
show you now what we're talking about. What if you drilled it in the wrong spot, but you feel pretty stupid? Nah, you did it good. Good job. That looks great. Oh, going super fast. Hopefully. No guarantees. What's up, guys? This is where I normally say welcome to another video, but it is the same video. It's just a different day. The reason for that is that honestly we get a lot more done if we don't film, and we have a deadline that we said we were gonna hit. So what's happened since the last video can be summed up basically in this small series of snap story photos, which I'll throw on the screen now. What's been done basically is that the motor is in the car, all the wires are labeled, everything just needs to be plugged in now, and we are ready to turn the key basically. I mean, it's not really that simple, but I mean, it almost is that simple. So here's the underside of the car. It's basically complete. This is the main oil line, exhaust is all set, turbo's on, we need to pipe up the intercooler, but honestly we could start it without any of that actually, any of this intercooler stuff piped up. That's all there is to see down there. Actually, no, it's not. The transmission's also in, obviously. This is in here for real. Oh, and also the wheels, the tires came in for the wheels. They fit great. Even though the car is doing a nosedive right now, there's still plenty of clearance. They are flush with the outside, so fitment is alright. Devin's cleaning this because the starter's going in next, and he doesn't like to get shit in his eyeballs.
Yeah, it sucks. A bunch of that happened doing the transmission.
Yeah, basically we did what we did last time to get the engine in the car. Only this time we had a table jack, which didn't really work, so we had to resort to the cherry picker.
It helped us get it under the car, but then after that we just lifted it with that and the regular jack under the transmission.
And yeah, so we just gotta wire everything up and turn the key, and hopefully it doesn't explode. Yeah. So we had a day without filming and we got as much done as possible. It's basically the summary of this entire conversation.
Yeah, and it's all crap you've seen us do before, minus mounting the actual transmission to it, but that was just like putting any transmission on, just slid right on there.
Okay, so basically the bottom of the car is being finished up right now. The really don't have that much light down here, but the clutch has been hooked up and it works well. The starter is going on now. And
this was a mistake.
What?
We had to get a bolt for the starter, but the position of it is at the very top of the engine and it really sucks to get at. But
we had the engine off, it would have been easier is what he's saying. But after that, just the half shafts back here, and then I think we're going to put it on the wheels and then start wiring. Obviously it's going to need to go back up because we still have to do intercooler piping and some other junk down here, but for now we don't have anything else to do down here, so we're going to move on. It's becoming a thing of beauty. I think this is where we're going to wrap this one up before we get into the wiring tomorrow.
It's been a long time since we've seen this car perfectly level, and it looks awesome.
Yeah, so we had the suspension done. We spent quite a lot of money on that, and it sits literally perfect. We haven't seen it with the engine in a long time, so it's been jacked up in the back, but the new wheels fit great. The engine, obviously it's in there, it's made for the car, so it fits great. It's not like we did a swap or anything. The engine ground clearance is not too bad. You know, it was never great to begin with. The oil line that Devin's pointing to is stock, and that's in its stock location, so you know, the only thing that we've done that made this any lower is the drain line that's under that. We can put it over, but that really doesn't make a difference. We still have a solid, I don't know, what would you call that, like 6 inches?
Yeah, something like that.
Which is not bad. And then, you know, the turbo will come. We're gonna do a dual exit center exhaust out the back. Intercooler is going to be sitting on the top of the engine. But we're happy with these wheels, we're happy with the progress. We still might be able to pull it off. They're building our MS2 kit. So right now that's the thing that's gonna hold us up.
It's gonna be parts. The wiring looks 1,000 times less daunting having it all sitting in there. We have the the Mega Squirt directions, and they're super clear, super detailed, so we should be able to get that done in a matter of days.
Yeah, we've been working on it every day, all day, so it's getting done. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. There was a lot we didn't film, but it is important to us to try to hit this deadline that we set, and that means a lot more wrenching and a little less filming. Still trying to give you guys some updates. I threw in those pictures, and it's coming along. It's down to the wire. Literally, we have to do tons of wiring still. That's going to happen tomorrow. We'll be sure to go in depth on the EDIS and not just skip over that. The only reason we skipped over the engine stuff, like installing it, was because we actually did that not too long ago in a different video, and the method that we used was very similar to what we did yesterday.
Yeah, it's all the same stuff that you guys have seen. Like I said earlier, it was only mounting the transmission to the engine that you guys hadn't seen, and that's all of 4 nuts and a starter. So,
not that exciting, but what's coming next is exciting, and that's this thing running after the 2 years that we've owned it. It's been inoperable for probably 1.5 years, since August 2016 when we started our channel. It's all coming to this, so we're pretty pumped about it, and it's time to wrap this video up so we can get some rest and start early tomorrow. If you're unfamiliar with the channel, we give away products from BoostedShades.com. Devin's going to go ahead and pick a winner right now. Even if you guys don't win, please head over to BoostedShades.com and see what we have to offer. That's the best way to support us. If you like what we're doing here, head over there and check some shades out.
Alright, this video's winner is Brian Smedley.
Alright, Brian, you can hit us up at Teamboosted at BoostedShades.com or through any of our social media platforms. We will get back to you and ship you your prize. If you guys are interested in winning the giveaways, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. The comments could be anything. Sometimes we ask you guys stuff at the end of the video. You don't need to answer it. Any comment is eligible. Alright, this video's question, we're curious to know, what's the longest you've ever spent on a project? It could be automotive, it could be something else, but the Porsche is definitely our longest, being 2 years long. Yeah, I've never spent 2 years doing anything.
I don't even think I went to college for 2 years. Alright, this video's question, we're curious to know, what's the longest you've ever spent on a project? It could be automotive, it could be something else, but the Porsche is definitely our longest, being 2 years long.
Yeah, I've never spent 2 years doing anything.
I don't even think I went to college for 2 years.
Yeah, so just comment your longest project ever, whether it be through it's just extremely hard to do or just laziness and neglect. Leave that in the comment section below, and you are eligible to win this video's giveaway.
As always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
I really don't think you went to college for 2 years.
I don't think I did either. That was honest.